Hey guys, TommyBryson here, and lately, because of this, a lot of people have been laid off and are going to be laid off, and they don't know yet if they'll be able to make their credit card payments, their rent, their mortgage. But for this video right here, I found a way for you to actually call your credit card company and ask them to stop the payments without actually messing up your credit score, because again, you don't want to permanently mess it up because late payments stay in your credit score for a very long time. So right now, guys, although we do not know if these people right here are actually going to send people out $600 or $1,200 every single month, we don't know just yet. But the point is, for right now, I found a way and a script to actually call your credit card company and ask them to stop the payments without actually damaging your credit score, which I will teach you how to do in this video right here. However, if you do have a home and you actually have a mortgage and you want to stop the payments on those, well, a friend of mine, me Kevin, did a video on that. I'm going to link it down below on how he called and got his mortgage basically pending to actually stop making payments while this entire thing is actually going on. And when it comes to this and the money that's going to be paid out, well, I'm going to make a video about that tomorrow, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and also hit the bell so you get notified when I post that video tomorrow. Now, the very first thing is this, guys. When you do call your credit card, you have to expect to wait between 30 minutes all the way up to 90 minutes because of this entire issue that's going on and the up calls that are actually going on right now. But the point is, you want to get on their credit card database and the entire information system right now and not wait until you can't make your payments, because again, your credit score will take a huge dent to it and you want to avoid that at all costs. So the point is, once you're done with this, I want you guys to call in, and while you're waiting, I'm going to link some videos down below on how credit works, and that way you can do something about your credit score at the same time while you're waiting. Link down below, I'll put it in the comments. Now, the very first step that you have to take to actually call these people is, number one, you need to get all the information. So right here, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to get the information so you actually call the company to actually get this stop put in place so you don't have to pay your credit card anymore. Now, the very first thing that you actually want to do is take a look at your credit card, whether it's Discover, Chase, or Barclays, or even Citibank. It doesn't really matter that much. Like, they're all the same with the same template. Take a look at it and also take a look at the back. And when you look at the back, guys, there will be a number right there. It's called a customer service number, and I want you guys to write this down so later we can actually call them and specifically ask them for the customer service department, and that way we can ask for a request. But before we actually call, guys, what you actually want to do is you want to go on your app, whatever credit card you have, you want to go directly in the app and check exactly your balance, your interest rate, and on top of that, what your minimum payment actually is. Once you have all this information, go ahead and write it down, okay? Because this information right here is going to be a key factor when it comes to calling them and having them know for sure that you know all your stuff. But before you actually call, guys, okay, there are a lot of credit cards out there that have already put things in place, so that way you don't need to really call. All you need to do is fill out a form on their website. So for example, what you want to do if you have Discover, go directly to discover.com, okay? Discover credit card, just type it in on Google, and basically once you go there, just click on the first link, and that's basically it. And as you guys can see right here on top of the screen, they already have something talking about this right here, so you don't really have to go in and ask questions. This way you are 100% prepared. So I'm gonna click it right now so you guys can see exactly what is taking place right here. And as you guys can tell, as soon as you click on the entire issue that's going on, well, they already have frequently asked questions to actually answer all your questions and concerns. So when you click on it, you just scroll down and it'll show you right there who to call, what to call about, when to call, and everything. But the number one thing is, guys, when you do call in, again, there will be long waiting times. So be prepared to watch some videos, educate yourself, and that way you're good to go and you're not just wasting time while you're on the phone waiting for someone to actually talk to you. So right here, Discover says, well, just call us personally and we'll manage everything. And yes, we understand that some people out there have actually been affected and the government is working on solutions. So right now, let's just wait and actually just call in and see exactly what's going on. But before we do that, we have to talk about step number two here, on what to do before you actually call the credit card company. Because again, you have to make sure you have everything in order before you call them, because if you don't, is going to be pretty hard to negotiate. So basically what you want to do, guys, is use this script right here. By the way, my full script is linked down below, and that way you guys know exactly what to say step by step, and also answer the questions that they will be asking you. Although you already know your interest rate, your minimum payments, on top of that your full balance, so you should be pretty good to go, okay? But here is the script, guys. When you guys actually call in, you want to make sure that the first thing you say is this, okay? Hey guys, my name is TommyBryson, for example, okay? And I've been a customer for X years, and although I've been making several payments on time as always, well, right now I'm facing some issues, so I want to know exactly what you guys actually have to offer at the moment, okay? And if you guys are a new customer, then just say like, hey, I'm a new customer, I'm pretty happy to be a part of this company. However, because of what's going on right now, well, certain issues have become apart that I really can't make those payments, and I don't think I'll be able to make those payments. So it actually helps a lot if you have a history showing that, hey, Tommy, Brenda, Mickey, Jimmy, well, we know for sure they make all their payments on time, so we know that the only reason they won't be able to pay is just because of this issue that's going on right now. So once you say that, guys, usually what they will ask you is a question to actually put all the pressure on you. So basically they'll select something like this, okay? Well, what can we do to help you? It might sound pretty nice, but in reality, all they want to do is see exactly where your mind is at and see if you can offer a solution that's actually more beneficial to them than it is to you. So for example, when you call in, just make sure again you say like, hey, you know, I've been making my payments on time every single month for the past X years or for the past X months. So I make I make income, you know, but the whole point is because now I'm laid off. Now I don't know what's going to happen. So I might not have that money. And on top of that, I really do not want to hurt my credit score because I also have plans in the future to maybe borrow more money from you guys or borrow money for a mortgage. Now, what you're doing here is basically playing into the game of like, hey, I want to continue the business here, build this relationship, and this way they know like, hey, this customer is solid, and for sure we want to make sure we actually keep them around, and we do not want to do anything to disrupt this relationship. So once you do that, guys, what they will offer you, by the way, you never want to say exactly what exactly you want. You always want to start like way at the bottom. So what you want to say is this, okay? Don't say like, hey, I want to reduce my payments or something like this. No, what you want to say is this, well, I don't think I'll be able to pay at all during the next few months if this does continue. So what are my options here? And they'll probably say like, hey, you know, Tommy, I'm sorry to say this, we can offer you a reduced payment or we can offer you this or that, but the main thing is usually going to be credit cards want some cash flow coming in always. So the main point is they're going to want you to pay some money, and your response is going to be this, you know, I've been paying for X amount of years. Again, you keep saying the same thing over and over, so you're reinforcing it into their minds. It's like, I've been paying for X amount of years, and the main point is this, I've never ever missed a payment, and if you have, say like, the only time I missed a payment was back then, and here is why, and I called in to tell you guys, although you might have not, they don't have a record of that, I guarantee, and they won't go back all the way to check on that, but the point is, you have to make it very solid that you are a good customer. So say for example, I am a good customer. I've been making payments for a very long time, on time always, but right now I don't want to make any promises because again, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be laid off. Hard times are coming and I'm not sure what's going to happen because again, everything seems like it's unstable. So what I would like is a freeze of some sort of my payments or a temporary stop for the next few months or the next month or 2 months. And if they do say yes, well, the next step is this, guys. What you don't want is a reduced payment, okay? Because, for example, if they say, for example, okay, we will stop the payment for next month, well, that's perfect, right? But if by next month, things continue to actually get worse, you can always call in and ask for an extension, and they will say yes. But tell me, why would the bank comply to all my requests? The answer is very simple, guys. Well, you owe them money. So now they have a problem because you can't pay them. So what the bank wants is the money. And they know for sure you're a good customer, so they always want your business also. So the point is, you have more leverage, although they know like, hey, we can tell them like, hey, if you don't pay, we'll hurt your credit score. But right here in this temperature, because of this, they know for sure like, hey, it's not because he wants to, it's because he actually can't. So our entire point right now is we got to help these customers, the good ones at least, make sure they can hold up and then continue the payments as usual when this entire thing passes over, like these people keep talking about. Okay, now once you do that, guys, okay, you probably think, okay, Tommy, I'm done here. They said yes, that's basically it. But actually, no, guys, there's a step number 3 here. And step number 3 is by far the most simple one, but the most important one. And here's why. Because although that customer service representative might tell you yes, what you don't want to do is stop making payments, and then all of a sudden you go on your credit score and it dropped by 20, 10, 15, or even 50 points just because you stop paying. So how exactly do you make sure it doesn't happen? The answer is you have to ask, will this actually affect my credit score, yes or no? I want to freeze. I don't want this reported because, again, it is because of hard times. Now, if they do say, for example, no, it won't affect your credit score, well, don't just take their word for it, guys, because, again, words are very flimsy, especially in this current thing that's going on right now. So what you want is a written proof or an email saying like, hey, this is what you guys offer me. And you also want the customer service agent's name and even their badge number if they do have one. And that way it's like, hey, it's just for my record in case something does happen, because I know for a fact you guys have a lot of customers calling in, so I just want to make sure I have my record straight. But again, one thing you don't want to do here, guys, you don't want to get mad. You don't want to curse at anyone. You want to be very respectful because, again, you are talking to a person that's getting a lot of calls now, and the last thing you want to do is kind of get on their bad side. So be very respectful, be nice, and understand you're talking to a person, not a robot, okay? They will understand you if you're a good customer, and if you're not a good customer, they just have to understand you because, again, they don't want to lose your business, and on top of that, they know it's just because of this. So, guys, once you have all these steps covered, and you've done everything I told you here, you're ready to call, so just call in and have your script written down, and that way you know exactly what you're going to say and what you're going to answer once they actually start talking to you. Now, I'm going to call in Discover right now to show you guys exactly how long the wait time is, or if I get put through immediately. If I get put through immediately, I'll do the same exact thing. But just in case I don't get put through, guys, I also have a full video linked down below of when I actually called in Discover to actually get a credit line increase, and they did say yes. And the same rules apply to a credit increase that also apply to basically like a credit freeze, okay? So that way you don't have to make any payments. So again, let's call in right now and let's see exactly what they say. So again, I went to the website and I'm gonna call in directly from the Discover website right here, okay? So let's call in.
Thanks for calling Discover.
And just to give you guys some perspective, guys, okay, whenever I call Discover, I usually get an answer back or a call back within 5 minutes to 3 minutes. But right now, because of this entire issue right here, the waiting times are around 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes. So while you're waiting, just make sure you're doing something that actually helps you. For example, watching some videos, link down below. And that way you get, some education while you're also waiting on the phone.
Ohio. My name's Kevin. May I have your full name, please?
Hey, my name is TommyBryson. How are you?
Doing excellent. And yourself?
I'm doing okay.
That's always good to hear. And what can I do for you right now?
I'm just calling in because I've been a customer for a while now, as you can tell, and I've been making my payments on time and everything has been going well until the entire issue that you probably know about. You're probably getting a lot of calls about it, and I just want to know basically about my options right now when it comes to my payments, because I'm not sure I'm going to be able to pay my payments for next month, although I have never missed the payment since I got with you guys.
Okay, yeah, definitely. So, with everything going on with the coronavirus, we are deferring some people's payment. Well, we are deferring payments because, everybody's getting affected by that across the country. So, we do want to try to help you out as much as possible when it comes to that.
Yeah.
So with that, we are deferring those payments as of right now. So with that, though, I would need you to give us a call back. Give me just one moment on the 26th, because that's when your opening date of your new bill is going to be, and then that way we could go ahead and get your April payment deferred.
Okay.
But as of right now, since the payment it's not generated yet, I can't just go ahead and zero that out.
Okay. Okay, so it sounds like I have to call back, just to make sure that everything is fine. And on top of that, one question, so you guys are going to be deferring payments for some customers, I believe, or everyone. Is this in any way going to affect my credit score? Because, again, it is going to be literally my first time ever like not paying my credit card on time?
So since there is a zero payment that's going to be due, it's not actually just going to be like, hey, like they missed a payment. It's just zeros due. So
Okay.
that's what we're going to report. So
Okay.
if you pay something, you pay something. If you don't, you don't. It's really just all to you.
Okay. And just one more question here. I know you guys are busy like answering a lot of calls and people actually need a lot of help. If this entire issue does continue, maybe past April or so, what do you think is going to happen with this entire thing right here? Because my parents got laid off also.
So with that, it really all depends. We're trying to monitor the situation, as best as we can. So we're taking this month by month as of
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
now. So, with us just taking this month by month as of right now, it's just going to take us time before we can actually say what's going to happen in the future. I know that, as far as we can tell, this will probably last into May, so we can see what we can do about May's payment as well.
Okay.
But this should be clearing up, around that time.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, man, for all the help, and you kind of ease the pressure off just a little bit. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, definitely, anytime. And, if you do have any more questions, just go ahead and give us a call back, and we'll try to help you any way we can.
So surprisingly, guys, Discover actually answered me in less than 2 minutes. But by the way, I actually called in around 7:41 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to call in during the nighttime, maybe the flows of calls are actually lower. But again, they did tell me, Tommy, this is probably going to be going on until May. So until May, well, next month, they're going to be deferring payments. And on top of that, they're just going to put a zero balance deal. And that way, it does not mess up your credit score whatsoever. And on top of that, if they do it until May on a per month basis, this means that this should possibly be going on until this entire thing clears up. And it's not just like, hey, I'm good for this month, but I'm not sure about next month. They'll probably make it happen as this continues to go on, and also as these people keep working on this entire thing. But before I go, guys, one last thing is this, okay, guys? As you guys notice, I spoke to him as a person because he's probably going on a lot of pressure right now, so I don't really want to be like, okay, I need this right now, I can't make payments. The answer is no. Be nice, be cordial. And on top of that, guys, if these people actually send us some money, right? $600 to $1,200. By the way, I will be making a video tomorrow on this entire issue, so again, subscribe to the channel. But if these people actually send us money, this entire year or this entire month or next month might be the perfect time to take some of that money that you actually don't need as much and put that towards your credit card bill and try to X out all the money you actually owe, or for example, even invest. But guys, that is basically it for this video. Comment down below and let me know, are you going to try it? But make sure again, you call as soon as possible, and that way you're on the list and you know exactly where you stand. Because again, this is Discover, but a lot of other credit cards are taking different actions, so just make sure you call in and say, for example, my Discover card, again, this is my card, but just say that, it doesn't really matter. My Discover card gave me this option, so what are you guys gonna give me? And that way, but don't be very pushy about it. That way everyone is on the same page, okay, guys? But guys, that's basically it. Comment down below and let me know, are you gonna try it? And as always, if you guys enjoyed this video, well, like this video. And on top of that, also subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get notified. And before I go, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at TommyBryson. And I also have that full video on when I actually call Discover to actually get a credit limit increase right here. And also click my face right here, start it on now. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace.